This is my favorite question, I honestly think I have an answer. I think I have a pretty good answer. I think it has to do with the torque of belief that we leverage belief. The utilitarian of a belief is going to allow us to believe in it easier if it worked last time. If I tie a string to a stick and at the end of the string I tie a worm and I put it inside this liquid that we're going to call water and a fucking fish bites it just right, I'm going to fucking eat. It's going to go in my belly. And all this is a causal belief. But that causal belief becomes easier the second time we do it. It's so much easier. And the third time we do it, it's like a million times easier. So we process our belief. We only have so many belief calories. We only have so much that we could choose to believe in. It's expensive to try these beliefs. And so once we tapped into the social psiotic architecture, that there's a psionic economy of collective belief, some might call it the egregore. It's fine. I'm just saying there's a collective belief that all of us can use to pull into ourselves and jack up our own belief, a kind of communism, a plasma communism of belief that society gives you if you agree to be a baker. And as long as you show up at 4 a.m. and you make fucking donuts, society is going to give you all this prana that's very necessary for you, because the next day you don't have to recreate that entire entitlement mentality again. It's already there waiting for you. This is very crucial. This is like the true architecture, in my opinion, of what this universe is the architecture of charged pixels, voxels, as it were, that have belief imbued in them. And that some of those voxels are you and I, that we're pixels believing in ourselves so hard that we're able to persist 80 years sometimes, maybe longer, maybe less, that kind of thing. But at the heart of all this torque of belief is fascism. It is the majoritarianism belief, which is quite frankly one of the most powerful forces that allows us to create things. This allows a colony of ants to cross a river, despite the fact that over half of them will drown. It is the belief that they can make it to the other side and maybe I will not be the one who's wrong. Collectively, we're going to firm all of our belief into one structure, a hive. And this hive is going to be the honey. We're going to collect it into cells and we're going to be able to distribute it as a source to survive and gain power. So fascism, majoritarianism, society itself, Babylon itself is the egregore sharing its resources among a collective, and it works the exact same way a herd does. A herd of gazelles saves calories because each gazelle is only responsible for about 10 degrees of vision, right? Their back, there's no such thing as they have to watch their back. Someone else is back there. Our beliefs work the exact same way. So if you've learned how to jack into the collective torque of the herd, you have herd, not immunity, same thing, but herd placebo. If you believe what the herd believes, they sort of kind of owe it to you that you're the embodiment of them, so they kind of believe in you too, as long as you embody them effectively. This is the violence you're discussing. All of this is why people cannot handle a lack of objectivity. It makes them very nervous. They enter into a state of relativity or subjectivity, which I personally think is you finally learning to swim without your hands on the edge of the pool and without your toes on the bottom. You are buoyant in your own cosmology, and people will call you Satanist, relativist, all the other horrible things because you dare to have your own axes, your own submarine, and you've said, this is my up. This is my up. And people fucking freaks them out. They will come burn your house down if they catch you doing that too loud or too effectively. Why? Because you threaten the structure of the fascism that they gained so much strength from. That's the only reason why. If you did not threaten that, if you could be labeled as crazy, they're okay. You can go to a crazy farm, what we call a crazy farm, and you will find four people that each believe that they are Jesus Christ. Society doesn't have an issue with them. Society only has an issue for the person that says, hey, I think I might be the living embodiment of Christ, and they live fucking next door to you, and they pay mortgage, and they pay taxes. When someone believes that, you are directly threatening what you think is the torque. I mean, I'm exaggerating here with Christ, but it's you're threatening the torque of that belief. And I can't dismiss you as crazy.